What's up, Jules? I'm hanging in there. How about yourself? We are definitely doing the Libra and Scorpio collective readings tonight. Libra and Scorpio. Oh, yes. You're definitely on time for the Libra reading and the Scorpio reading. Well, maybe not necessarily the Scorpio reading, but I haven't done the Scorpio reading yet. We're definitely going to do the Libra collective reading and then Scorpio about 20 minutes from now, 25 minutes from now, give or take, depending on how long the Libra reading goes or goes on for. Oh yes, Libra collective. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank y'all for all the love and support. I would not be doing this if it weren't for y'all. Hello, when is Virgo read? Virgo was last night, and I did upload it to my YouTube channel. If y'all are unable to make it to the live streams, definitely go and subscribe to my YouTube. That way you won't miss out on the information or the entertainment, possibly. What is up, Lindsay needs a copy? Same name on YouTube? Technically yes, but it's got 2.0 at the end. Free Will Tarot 2.0. I've had to make a new YouTube channel due to technology complications, which I didn't know it at the time, but me getting a new phone was a blessing in disguise. Getting a new email address was a blessing in disguise. But nonetheless, we are definitely going to start the Libra Collective reading in less than 3 minutes, y'all. Less than 3 minutes. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio, in case anyone is curious or interested. And for whatever reason, if you are unable to find my YouTube channel through there, definitely search up Free Will Tarot 2.0. Libra Collective, what is up, y'all? And then the Scorpio reading will be about 5 after. Alrighty, Libra Collective, we do have less than 2 minutes before your reading. Thank you all for being patient with me, especially to the Scorpio Collective. Thank you for being patient with me as I do the Libra reading first. I'm just a little bit unprepared. Gotta get the Oracle deck out. Alrighty. We got 1 minute, less than 1 minute, till the Libra reading. What does the Libra collective need to know moving forward? What does Libra need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? We need 5 cards. Give us something we can easily recognize as the Libra's energy from now until the next week, from Thursday to Thursday. What does the Libra collective need to know moving forward? I'm sure it's less than 30 seconds now. Yeah, definitely, as it turns 40 after. Alrighty, y'all, we need 3 more shuffles for the Libra collective reading. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. I'm about to do the bridge shuffle, and when I do the bridge shuffle, that's definitely the signal for all the returning followers. You will know that is, yes, the signal to send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so that I can cut this deck. There it is, and there it was, the bridge shuffle. Alrighty, y'all. So when my husband interview come from USA, I do want to mention I don't do yes or no questions. These are collective zodiac sign readings. I do 2 signs a night. Tonight just so happens to be Libra and Scorpio. I do appreciate your enthusiasm to participate. But yes, these are collective readings. No yes or no questions. Alrighty, Libra collective. We have definitely cut the deck. We're going to get right into this puppy. Libra, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is a possible outcome and or advice. Do keep in mind, Libra Collective, we will be pulling 1 card from the Oracle deck to get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in the specific order. With that being said, I'm going to get a quick drink from our sponsor. Or a not so quick drink. And JK, I definitely don't have any sponsors, but it is what it is. We are starting your reading off with the Moon card, Libra. I do feel like for the Libra collective, something is happening where you are needing to use your intuition. There might be a lot of uncertainty at this time for you. There might be something that's not very clear as far as the next week, as far as maybe the next month. I feel like you're left in the dark as far as what is up next in your life. Said I had the craziest dream this morning. I don't really get dreams too often, but when I do, they're pretty crazy myself. And I have to tell someone almost as soon as I wake up, because within the first 5 or 10 minutes after waking up, I forget every single detail. But yes, I do feel like the Moon card is telling us that the Libra collective is really confused. Maybe they feel like there's some sort of illusion around them. Maybe some sort of smoke and mirrors that they're thinking is happening based on what this person is showing them or telling them, or no matter the case. The moon card, yes, does have a lot to do with uncertainty, a lack of clarity. The opposite card being the sun, when it comes up, it shines a light on everything that we couldn't see before. So this card coming before the sun is speaking to that darkness, that uncertainty, that lack of clarity, as I mentioned. It's been a while. How you been? It's good seeing you. It's good seeing y'all as well. I'm pretty alright. I've been doing these live streams for about a month or two now. Maybe less than 2 months. 2 months sounds fair. But I'm also posting them to my YouTube channel. That was a big ass dragonfly. Any hoosers. We are glad to have you back. Well, thank you all for all the love and support, for real. I appreciate that. Yes, we do have the moon card. As I mentioned, this is lack of clarity. This is uncertainty. This is needing to use your intuition. And by the way, when we talk about our intuition, a lot of the times we can associate water with our emotions, with our intuition, with that gut feeling. The moon does pull on the waters of not just the earth, but also in us humans. We are made of what? What's it say? Or what's it been said about how much water we're made out of? Like 75% or some shit? 70%, something like that. So yes, with that being said, the moon card does pull on our waters, on our emotions, on our intuition. Our intuition is probably more sensitive during moon cycles. I do feel like we're about to have a new moon. Is it a new moon? I think it's a new moon in a Virgo sometime in the next couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe y'all's intuition is very heightened at this time. Nonetheless, this card is telling me that y'all are trying to use your intuition, trying to feel your emotions, trying to feel your way through this darkness. With the Five of Cups in the challenge, this does tell me that you find it challenging to cry over spilled milk. It's like maybe there's some sort of good news happening, but it's also leaving you in the dark. It's like, well, this is definitely good news. I can definitely be optimistic, but I don't necessarily have the most clarity as to where this relationship is going, where my life in general is going. It's like, yeah, we can definitely focus on what love is left in the situation, what, time is left, what effort, that we've invested into this connection, maybe. We do have the Page of Wands and this person's energy. They are showing up as someone excited to start anew with you, someone that is very passionate and creative. They have this childlike wonder and awe about them. They're ready to have creative solutions with you. Either they are on the receiving end of a message, or they are giving you a message and it's lighting a fire under their ass, giving them a reason to wake up in the morning and be excited all over again. Excuse me. However, yes, we do have that Five of Cups in the challenge, where it's like, maybe you find it challenging to cry over spilled milk or to focus on the negative aspects of either life in general or this connection. We do have the Five of Swords, though, and the possible outcome. And the similarities or common ground between you both. This tells me that there's either some sort of battle of egos that is about to happen for the both of you. Like maybe there's a lot of uncertainty for the Libra collective to where they need certain things to happen for their anxiety to be assured or reassured, or their anxiety to dissipate altogether. It's like maybe this person to some degree does assure you that yes, your feelings are valid. Yes, you have reason to have anxiety, but they're excited nonetheless to move things forward. I'm not sure if there's any pettiness going on. I'm not sure if there's any egoic decisions made out of ego. Our son is having emergency surgery tomorrow. We are so anxious. Oh my goodness. My thoughts and prayers will be with you and your son. That's crazy. Yeah, this Five of Swords can be about self-sabotage. I don't know if this is a new person or someone you've dealt with in the past. It could signify with the Page of Wands that this is someone new to some degree, a new connection possibly. With the Five of Swords, though, there's something that you and or this person, it's both, the similarities or common ground between you both is that there's some sort of like, maybe you both feed each other's ego, maybe you both give each other an ego boost, and this is possibly one-sided for the both of you, like, no, I'm in this because this person makes me feel good, right? Not because I necessarily, I don't know, there's some sort of, like, ego, battle of egos, maybe. I don't know if there's, like, self-sabotage or just, I don't know what's going on in this situation, but the Five of Swords is, I'm going to win at all odds, no matter what the cost. With the Ace of Wands as the possible outcome, there could be something new coming up for you, Libra. As I mentioned, this could be a past person, let's say. If you are wanting to start something new with someone else, there could be a new start available, a new opportunity in passion, in creativity, in joy, in passion, for all I know. There definitely could be a creative solution in this situation for you. This is kind of a confusing reading. I mean, to backtrack and give a quick recap, we do have the Moon card. There's not a whole lot of clarity. There's not a whole lot of answers as to what's going to happen next in your life. I feel like you're optimistic. You're looking on the bright side of things. You find it challenging to cry over spilled milk. But I am sure that with the Moon card that your emotions are probably all over the place. Maybe feeling anxious, maybe feeling, well, all the feelings, feeling all the emotions. You do have someone that is excited to possibly start something else without you, if this is a past person or someone you've been dealing with for a while. They're ready to start a new chapter, possibly elsewhere. You both, with the Five of Swords, are in your ego, are wanting to win at all odds, no matter what the cost. This person's like, well, I'm going to keep the Libra confused, because as long as they are confused, I'm happy. As long as I'm happy, they'll be confused. No matter if if the Libra wants to be happy, I have the right to be happy as well. I'm not sure what this person has done to you or what you've done to them, but there seems to be a lot of pettiness. There seems to be a lot of back and forth banter. Not the good kind of banter either. I want to say there's a lot of like underhanded comments or sly comments under each of your breaths. No matter the case with the Ace of Wands, there could be a creative solution coming up for the both of you. Or not the both of you necessarily. This is your reading. The possible outcome for the Libra could be a creative solution that maybe you hadn't thought of. Maybe there is a new opportunity for you to experience in passion or creativity with someone new. I want to get an oracle card so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards. What do we need to tell the Libra collective? Sorry, there's this huge dragonfly flying around my car. It's caught my attention. I don't know if that's some sort of spiritual message. I mean, it can't be a coincidence. I'm sure there's some sort of message. Google it. What is the spiritual message of a dragonfly flying around you? No matter the case, we need 3 more shuffles for the Libra collective. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alright, the top card is the one we need to end this reading. What is this? The summoning? I do feel like this has a lot to do with creativity, which is awesome because we have that Ace of Wands confirming, yes, creativity, a creative solution, a new opportunity in passion or creativity. The summoning. I'm almost willing to bet it has something to do with creativity. The more I pull these cards, the more I'm memorizing the deeper meaning behind them. The summoning. Yes, creativity. Alrighty, the summoning, creativity, if I can get this card to show up. Okay. A young witch stands before a cauldron with a wave of her wand. And a few powerful words, the contents begin to change color and bubble to life. From the center, a mist begins to swirl into the shape of a dragon, its mouth opening in a roar as it comes to life. Creativity comes in many shapes and sizes. You might think, from the key word for this card, that it concerns activities such as drawing and painting. It does, but it is also far more than that. Creativity is within us all and can manifest in a multitude of ways. Whether you are a gardener, a DIY enthusiast, or someone who enjoys keeping a journal, creativity can and will arise within you whether or not you consider yourself to be creative. This card is not only for the creative types. When this card arrives in romantic readings or acts as an answer to a problem, it is suggesting that you become inventive in your thought process. This might mean thinking outside the box and looking at a new way of doing something. If you have drawn this card, how might you be innovative today? You might be inspired to participate in a creative project, or it might make sense for you to try a new or unconventional approach to dealing with an old problem. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. Yes, as I mentioned, a new opportunity and creativity and passion, an outside of the box solution or answer to an old problem, possibly. I'm not sure what the heck is going on in this situation. Maybe there is a little bit of pettiness between you and this person. Maybe there's a little bit of a ego battle between you both. And you might not be so certain as to where your life is headed without this person. Maybe you've been dependent on them for quite a while, and now that they're leaving your life, it's like, well, where do I go from here? They're definitely excited to start somewhere else, to start anew. And it's like, yeah, you're excited, but once upon a time, you wasn't necessarily excited about them either being in your life or how they were showing up, how you both were handling the situation. No matter the case, there is a new opportunity for creative answers. I don't know how much of this reading is resonating for y'all, but I hope it helped. I hope it was informative to some degree, maybe even entertaining, at the very least. A lot of times, even the confusing readings are accurate and or relatable to what's going on in someone's life. So as long as it helps one person, I've done my job. I guess the reading doesn't necessarily have to make sense to the reader, but nonetheless, Libra Collective, this is what I have for you. Do keep in mind before leaving the live stream that if, for whatever reason, you are unable to make it to another live reading, these live streams will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. Can you please recap? I can give one recap. Do keep in mind about a half hour ago is when I start live streaming. Maybe y'all need to set an alarm, and if not, my YouTube channel is Free Will Tarot 2.0. If you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will not miss out on the info in these readings. But yes, I will do a quick recap. Libra Collective, there's some uncertainty happening possibly in the next week in your life or in this connection. I do feel like you find it challenging to cry over spilled milk with the Five of Cups in the challenge. You find it challenging to focus on the negative aspects of what's going on in the situation. Maybe you wanted this person out of your life, but it's like you were so dependent on them for so long that it's going to feel like there's a void missing in your life. Whereas this person is definitely excited for their new chapter, but both of you, to some degree, are acting petty about this change, about this, possibly this person moving out, or possibly this person moving on from this connection. Maybe you both were so entrenched in giving each other ego boosts and or I don't even know. Maybe you both were feeding off of each other's negative energy and it was just causing a huge storm. But I mean, there was some sort of self-sabotage in this situation. There was some sort of battle of egos. I'm going to get the last word. Oh, I'm going to show you. I'll prove to you you're wrong and I'm right. It's one of those situations where it's like, well, both of you can be right, but do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? I do feel like with the Ace of Wands and the possible outcome or advice, Libra, there is a creative solution in this situation so that you don't repeat the same cycle. There's possibly an outside of the box answer to this whole situation. And as the Oracle card suggested, yes, not everyone is creative, but there are at times The not so creative types will get a boost of creativity. My favorite marriage advice, well said. Awesome. Well, y'all, I hope this helps. Like I said, I'm going to be shuffling for the Scorpio collective reading. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am uploading this video for y'all to either rewatch or for future reference. If you cannot make it to the live stream, I will be uploading these videos. I can't always give a quick recap. So, oh yeah, right on time. Kissy Jello is a Scorpio, I take it. I mean, you couldn't tell by her profile pic. It's definitely giving Scorpio vibes. Alrighty, Scorpio Collective. Where's my Scorpio Collective? Oh yes, Scorpio Collective. She said, haha. I definitely have Scorpio Moon myself, so this should be quite the entertaining reading. I normally relate to a lot of the Scorpio readings, more so with the Virgo and Leo, but no matter the case, we're going to shuffle these cards back into the deck and ask the universe the age-old question, what does the Scorpio Collective need to know moving forward? What does the Scorpio Collective need to know moving forward for the week ahead, for the next week ahead? What can we tell the Scorpio Collective? What do they need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? Alrighty. Yes, axes, swords, scissors. Get them ready, y'all. We need 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. Y'all, what the heck just happened? Look at the card that I just seen on the bottom of the deck. What the heck? Y'all know what Scorpio is associated with in the tarot deck? I'll give y'all 5 guesses, and they'll all be right, because I'm kind of cheating and giving you the answer. Ain't that crazy? Cray cray. He said, that's our friend. Alrighty. Nonetheless, we are definitely going to shuffle, bridge shuffle, mind you. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy, even if it's sharp cheese. In Jules's case, especially sharp cheese. There it is, and there it was. TWAS twas. Alrighty, y'all. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, and we are going to cut this deck. Oh yes, that is the name of the game. Alrighty. We definitely have cut the deck. Thank y'all for participating in such a way. It definitely helps me, I suppose, energetically. It doesn't really help me do anything. I just think it's fun for y'all to participate, and, you know, it gives you a reason to. With that being said, Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus, here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both, and the possible outcome and or advice. What the heck is going on in this reading, y'all? Whatever. This is a weird one. Strap in. But do keep in mind, I will be pulling 1 oracle card at the end of the reading to end out the reading, so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in the specific order, because what the heck is going on in this reading? A quick swig, or not so quick, from our sponsor. Alrighty. Let us start with the situation. Lettuce, the main ingredient for salad. I said, I'm ready. Four of Pentacles in the situation tells me that you could be saving your money at the very least, or you could be on an energetic budget, meaning I don't have the energy to spend on going out on a date. I don't have the energy on texting this person when they say good morning beautiful, or good morning handsome, or what you up to, or sup, or what's up, or WYD. I don't have the energy to have small talk. I do know Scorpios have a lot more depth than most signs. It's like, hey, if you're going to approach me as if we're already friends and we've been best friends for forever. Just pretend that we have deep conversations all the time. Please, just pretend. Not any of this superficial bullshit. WYD, what you doing? Sup? I don't have the energy to spend on small talk. At least not through text. I don't have the energy to meet up for a coffee or an alcoholic beverage. I'm staying to myself. It's probably wise that I stay to myself and keep my energy to myself because, well, we're not trying to intermesh with bad juju, bad vibes, and then possibly get thrown off of our path. With the Two of Swords and the challenge, I do feel like once upon a time with the Two of Swords and the challenge, you found it, well, you found it difficult or challenging to invest into this person. You might have been in denial about something. Maybe you wanted to see more effort from this person. I feel like maybe you put more effort into the situation than you feel like you needed to, and now it's like, nah, I'm keeping all my effort, all my money, all my investment to myself, all my emotions. Call me stingy all you want. Call me selfish all you want. I know I've given all that I could, and that's all that matters. If it wasn't reciprocated, I've learned my lesson. If it wasn't reciprocated, they might be giving too little too late to the Scorpio. It's like, nah, I'm no longer in denial. If anything, I'm taking action towards myself. The effort, the love, the investment that I thought I wanted from this person, I could be putting into myself. I swear there's a frog that died in my throat, but nonetheless, I do feel like, yes, with the Two of Swords, you find it challenging to be in denial about something. You find it difficult to invest emotionally into this. It's like now you're taking action. Now you see the blindfold is off. You see this person's intentions. You see right through this person, right through the curtain where the Wizard of Oz was hiding, pulling all the strings. Master of Puppets, let's call him. We do have the Ten of Swords in this person's energy, how they're showing up to your reading. They feel like you're betraying them. They feel like you're backstabbing them. They feel like, no, Scorpio, no, just give me a second chance. I'll change. I'll change. I can change. I can't believe you're doing this to me. I feel betrayed, backstabbed. I'm hitting rock bottom. Believe me, I know what rock bottom looks and feels like. I don't feel like this person, maybe they have reason, to feel this way. For all I know, I definitely don't want to be insensitive towards any of the cross-watching followers of mine, but I mean, we all have been through this. We also all have free will to be in this energy. Some of us, when getting into a new connection, choose to be in this energy, but still connect with the person. Like, no, I still want your energy, but I'm going to conserve mine. No, that's not how it works. That's how you end up in the Ten of Swords. One of my exes taught me a lot of lessons, actually. One of the lessons, we had a conversation about you don't show your cards. You don't show all of your cards. Maybe not all at once, but like, I looked at her and was like, what do you mean? Of course you want to be open and vulnerable with the person you're connecting with. I mean, that's how trust issues are created. You know, if you hold your cards close to your heart and be secretive and be sly like a fox, how do you think betrayals happen? How do you feel like, backstabbings happen? Where's the trust? If you can't trust each other, why are you even in a relationship? I don't know how bad it is for this person, but it seems like you both want to move on. It seems like you both want to move on into calmer waters. Like, I'm done with all the drama. I'm done with all the headaches, all the miscommunication, all the misunderstandings. I'm done. I want to move on into something calmer, something more peaceful, something more quiet, where I don't have to try to put my earphones in and drown out this person's yelling or drown out my loud thoughts about the situation. I just want to come to a place where I'm at peace with the situation. This is both of your energy, mind you. The Scorpio collective could definitely be yes, and Four of Pentacles, no, I'm in an energetic budget. I have an energetic budget. I'm not spending any energy on this. I just want to move on into calmer waters. And this person is like, okay, I get it. This is done. This is over with. We're through. I'm gone. I need to move into calmer waters. At the very most, mentally. At the very least, physically. This is dead and gone. There's no fruit or plants, flowers to bloom from this. If this relationship was a garden, it's like someone had stomped all over the flowers. There's nothing growing here. Why is this person even staying? I think they've pretty much given up. I'm pretty sure they see that there's nothing growing here. They themselves have to move on. At least to find some sort of peace of mind. With that being said, Scorpio Collective, there is, with the Six of Cups, someone, possibly in your environment, that you are reminiscing about and or very nostalgic about getting together with. I do feel like you are fond of this past person. Whoever you just got done ending things with, they can still be a past person, yes, but there's someone either new that you feel emotionally comfortable with to the extent of calling them a past life soulmate. I'm not necessarily the tarot reader with my head in the clouds that can say that with confidence. I definitely have my skepticism as to soulmates or twin flames or any of that jazz. But maybe for some of you, you feel so comfortable enough to call a certain someone in your life a soulmate. Like it's just too easy to get along with this person. They don't freak out on you when you have an issue. They communicate directly, and you don't freak out on them when they have an issue. It's very important for us all to get along and be mature when we communicate. If we're to get along and cooperate with each other, we need to express maturely, directly, straightforward, hey, I'm feeling this way. How can we maneuver around this? I'm willing to take full responsibility for my own emotions, feel them, release them, but in case there is a situation where those feelings are created again, how can we prevent that from happening? For instance, maybe this person says something or does something and it makes you uncomfortable. You bring it up to them and they're like, okay, well, let's try not to make that happen again. I won't say these things. I won't do those things ever again. Or I at least will take responsibility and accountability, and I will, moving forward, try to catch myself before it happens again. I do feel like with the Six of Cups, if this is the advice, there could be a specific person in your environment that, yes, you are missing, very nostalgic over, or are just very emotionally comfortable around. It could be that you're needing to connect with them on an emotional level, maybe give them a gift. If they are a Leo, give them a birthday gift. I'm sure they would love some ice cream cake. No matter the case, there is an oracle card we need to pull to get a deeper understanding as to why we pull these cards in such a way that it tells this specific story. What do we have for the Scorpio collective? What does the Scorpio collective need to know moving forward to end out this reading? Alright, Scorpios, 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, top card is the card we need to see to end this reading for the Scorpio collective. Ooh, awaken your magic. This definitely has given me magician vibes. Mind you, the magician card in the tarot deck, I always use the interpretation and or example of such as a reminder that we hold the pen. We get to write out our story. We get to tell our story the way we want to see it fit. Not someone else. Not because we are controlled by someone else's narrative, or because they hold some sort of control over our environment for the time being. But no matter the case, I got an owl in my backyard. I love owls. Aw, I love owls too. Y'all remember the Disney sing-along songs? With that owl? Well, I don't know all these songs. No matter the case, I grew up with them, and yeah, that started my love for owls. It's a thing. Along with the a 1, a 2, a 3. So yeah, it's a thing. Awaken your magic. I'm not sure what this has to do with your reading, but I feel like the Scorpio collective does. I feel like the Scorpio collective individually will understand what your magic has to do with manifesting someone who is more emotional towards you and not someone who is logical. Someone you don't have to be on an energetic budget with. Someone you can trust with the cards that you hold for your life. It's like, sure, I have the pen to to write my life out, but if I give the pen to someone else, I would love to be able to co-create with them. Here's my life. Here, write out your life. Is it going to resonate? Is it going to mesh well? Are we going to be compatible in such a way that it happens naturally? No matter the case, we have to read from the guidebook. I don't know what the deeper concept behind Awaken Your Magic is, but it starts with an A, so it has to start somewhere at the beginning. Awaken Your Magic. Inspiration and ideas. Okay. Awaken Your Magic. Inspiration and ideas. Interesting. An owl in flight heads towards you. The light of the moon illuminates his ivory wings as he prepares to land before you with a pentacle clutched in his talons. New ideas and inspiration can often feel like the arrival of this bird. They can come from nowhere and take hold of your mind. Sometimes they are fleeting, like the owl, disappearing as quickly as they appear. We have all experienced that rush of inspiration, scurrying for a pen and piece of paper to jot down an idea before it disappears. If you have drawn this card, it is suggesting that you are not only in receipt of a brainwave or creative spark, but that now is the ideal time to make use of it. Once we have become awakened by the magic of our imagination, we must consider ways we can manifest this idea into the physical world. Have you had an idea for something that could change your life or the lives of others? Have you come up with a better way of doing something or found the solution to a problem? Think of practical ways this inspiration can become released from your mind and born into reality. White owl is the symbol of the Hindu goddess of wealth. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, I do feel like there is someone around you that could very well inspire you. There is possibly someone that is willing to give new ideas to you to inspire you. Maybe you could give them new ideas and inspire them. I don't feel like this reading is about one specific person. For some of you, maybe. I feel like it's going to be rare, though. I feel like in most cases for the Scorpio Collective, there's two different people. The obvious choice should be that you choose someone you're more emotionally comfortable with and sharing your secrets, being vulnerable with, that the intimacy comes naturally and easily, not forced. The conversation is smooth, not necessarily forced. No matter the case, I feel like this is what I have for y'all. That sun is blinding. Y'all, I hope this helped. I hope it was informative to some degree, maybe even entertaining at the very least. Thank you, Jules. Thank you as well for all the support. Scorpio Collective, do keep in mind I will be uploading this live video to my YouTube channel. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. If you, for whatever reason, aren't able to find it through my TikTok bio, it is Free Will Tarot 2.0. Search it in the search bar over there at YouTube, and yes, Free Will Tarot 2.0. Y'all will not miss out on these readings if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. Alrighty, with that being said, much love. Maybe I will see y'all in the next collective reading next Thursday, or any other collective reading between now and then. Alright, much love. Take care. Have a good night.